Voyager 1 is the farthest human being on Earth, traveling in deep space for almost 50 years. Beginning in 1977, he continues to surprise us with the new discovery and wise decisions developed by his engineer team. In the star, the lonely envoy of mankind was quiet in the space, but he stopped without warning. There is no anxiety and no conflict. There must be nothing in the place where the planet and the stars are not reached. Then suddenly, a mysterious signal appeared, distorted, unnatural, and not from us. Did Voyager 1 just meet something in darkness or something? In September 1977, NASA launched Voyager 1, a spaceship designed to study the external scope of the solar system. He provided mankind the first close image of Jupiter and Saturn to revolutionize our understanding of this gas giant. But his mission was not over. After his planetary tour was completed, Voyager 1 was intended to be a message of potential alien civilization, holding a famous gold capsule and an image of the Earth, continuing lonely in an adult space. By 2012, Voyager 1 became the first human target to go down from history and cross the heliopause of the border. The influence of the Sun ends and a true interstellation space begins. Scientists predicted that it would continue for an indefinite period of indefinite trajectory that drifting through space. But almost 50 years after the launch, unexpected things happened, challenging all scientific predictions. Without a warning, Voyager 1 began to send a bizarre signal and no one can explain. The data he sent was not similar to what was noticeable before. Initially, the Deep Space NASA network suggested that it is a technical malfunction. After all, the spacecraft worked in the old technology of the 1970s. However, when the engineer drilled the data that violated the implementation installed above, it was obtained from a failure system or damaged software. The signal showed that the Voyager 1 trajectory was changed. Something pulled him. It would have been impossible. At an amazing distance of more than 15 billion miles to Earth, Voyager 1 has surpassed the limits of the Sun or the famous celestial gravity effect. Planet, asteroids, no separate and close enough to give measurement power. But his movement has changed. Voyager 1 was influenced by invisible space power. Some scientists have suggested that this can meet the unknown mass ministry planets or the objects of the undiscovered sky and drift through interstellar space. Others entertain the possibility of the original black hole, the remaining remains of the initial universe, and it is too small to find a normal telescope, but it still distorts the space. Then the secret was explored. NASA, who analyzed Voyager 1 transmission, found something more amazing. The structured signals were hidden within the framework of the general radio shoe, so it did not come out of the spacecraft itself. At first, scientists suggested that it is an intervention, perhaps a natural universe phenomenon. But when they studied it further, the template could not be denied. The signal was not a coincidence and was intentional. This followed the order of repetition that is very similar to the mathematical rhythm of the gear with the code. This template suggests intentions and intelligence, unlike the confusing bursts of the Pearls and Farhud Quasarov. But where is the intelligence? Was it a strange interaction between the unknown sky phenomenon, Voyager 1, and the interstellar power we haven't understood yet? Or is it more scary that we are not alone? For decades, scientists have reflected the possibility of alien life, but attempts to detect intellectual signals in space have not provided anything convincing. But what if we are looking at the wrong place? If the answer was there, did Voyager 1 unconsciously found him by chance? Some researchers may be an attempt to communicate with the essence of unknown signals. Greetings? Warning? Or is it completely different? Others provide more evil opportunities. What should Voyager 1 go to the space where you shouldn't study? Is it because we have never seen other civilizations before is intentionally hidden? But what if we did not unconsciously warn our existence when we reached the limitations of our solar system? NASA is now facing an unprecedented mystery. The signal continues, but no one knows what it actually means. This is a scientific anomaly, natural but not explored by the force acting on Voyager 1? Or did humanity just make the first most dangerous contact with anything other than our understanding? At first it seemed impossible. Voyager 1 has already exceeded the well-known celestial body influence of quiet and empty voids between the stars. He had to move with a predictable linear trajectory, as the physicist was instructed. But the data heard another story. Mass. It is powerful enough to break his movement. Nevertheless, when NASA analyzed the surrounding space, nothing was found. There is no visible planet. There is no asteroid. There is no star. Whatever the essence, it did not radiate the found light or radiation. This is not completely visible to the traditional observation method. But his gravity attraction could not be denied. This remains only a few opportunities. One theory faced a fraudulent planet with Voyager 1, wandering the galaxy and not suitable for stars. These planets are rare but exist, but they leave them in the household solar system and leave to drift through interstellar space. But when blocking the background of starlight, you can find the darkest planet. But this target was completely unlimited. The next opportunity was a much more amazing object of dark matter. Scientists think that dark substances are mostly chunks in space, but they can't observe them directly. It can be measured by not releasing light, reflecting radiation, or interacting with normal materials. Voyager 1 can meet the dark substances of dense concentrations, and can it affect the movements you don't understand yet? Then there was the original black hole, a much more amazing opportunity. Unlike the huge black holes in the center of the galaxy, the original black hole is theoretical, which is an ancient abnormal ideal that remains the birth of the universe itself. Although small, it can be tremendously dense with gravity and is strong enough to change the movement of objects nearby. If Voyager 1 gets close to such an object in any way, this can explain the strange changes in the trajectory. But another last time there was a scary opportunity. What if it is not natural phenomenon? What happens if Voyager 1 meets beyond the scientific understanding of artificial things? Is alive? The last evidence is probably the most amazing discovery. When the engineer selected Voyager 1 according to the last data placement, the read value of a set was noticeable. At the exact moment, the spacecraft turned a bit as if it had influenced something nearby. Exercise was not part of any kind of programmed maneuver. It was not malfunction. Like Voyager 1 reacts to something. NASA is now facing an unimaginable question. Is it just a coincidence of a strange coincidence? And a new controversial theory appeared. What if Voyager 1 found the target? What if he intentionally depends on something that interferes with this? If you found Voyager 1, did you not follow your way home? For decades, the spacecraft entered the universe and revealed the secret of the universe. But this is the last discovery of unprecedented signals, changed trajectories, and potential unknown presence. Scientists have left more questions than scientists. If Voyager 1 actually met something, we would have seen the first contact without realizing it.